But clearly, like any country, any people, you must have your challenges.
Definitely.
What are some of the challenges Oman and your Omani people have faced today?
One of the main challenges that we have in Oman is globalization. You know, when you have a gem and you want to protect it and you don't want anyone to see it and you don't want it to be affected by the environment, it becomes very hectic and very difficult to maintain that. And Oman has been preserved for many years through the culture, through the religion, through the people, and the morals, the ethics. Now, we have to be very, very careful in opening our doors for modernity, for globalization, and inviting people to Oman. They're most welcome, but they should not be on the account of us changing to become different. We should influence other people to be like us. We shouldn't be influenced in a negative way.
You know, when you just said that to me, it made me think about, because look, I'm a British Pakistani, third generation British Pakistani, you know, UK. So we're always going through our own challenges as a minority community, you know. 20, 30 years ago, we need to integrate.
Yes.
Guess what, today? It's the same thing we're hearing. You need to integrate. You need to integrate. Europe, a lot of them have become far right. A lot of the countries and governments have voted for far right parties. And they say similar things, and our culture, we need to preserve it. But we say, look, there's a lot of racism there. Is it just a matter of that people just want to preserve their own heritage, maybe, rather than just being xenophobic or being afraid of foreigners?
Not really, no. The doors of Oman have always been opened to everyone. But the worry is for us to change, to become worse people. Yani everything comes with a price.
Yes.
I think you would agree with us. Like in the past, when you raise your kids, I think it was much, much easier when your kids got the information from only one source, which is the dad and the mom. But today with the internet, although it's a very good and useful tool, it's challenging.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that we should block the internet, but we should be able to be aware on how to regulate it so that it doesn't affect our offsprings. And to prove that our doors are open, the population of Oman today is almost 4 million.
4 million?
4 million. Out of the 4 million, 1.8 million are non-Omanis living in Oman, expatriates. And when I say globalization, we don't mind people wearing jeans. As long as they are kind, they are nice, they are polite, then there is no problem. Because we are not against modernity. We don't want to live in the Ice Age.
Ice Age.
We want to be modern, but also modest.
Yeah.
And we want to have technology and also preserve our culture.
Yes.
We want to learn about other cultures, but we want to have an identity.
I mean, that obviously, what I thought about then is a typical example being the UAE, Dubai, you know, where has been many foreigners have come there, settled there. I believe the local Arab population are probably 20% at best, 80% are expats, foreigners. But kind of more or less everything goes there, secular-wise, everything goes. Oman has still not opened up in that way. I mean,
one of the things that is important for us is to understand that every nation has their own priorities and they have their privacy. And looking at our neighbors from a distance wouldn't be fair enough without living in their community and society and understanding the reasons behind this. So this is the stand that we have in Oman, that we don't judge others. We don't want everyone to be a carbon copy of Oman. Everyone or every nation is free to do whatever they want if they feel that's the right way for them to do. Yeah, it might not be the suitable thing for Oman, but it might be the suitable thing for our neighbors.
You don't
Because
meddle yourself in other people's business.
We don't want to get into that.
But at the same time, you also express it's the right of any nation, whether it's Oman or any other nation, to have their own agenda of preserving their own religious culture, heritage, and I think that's absolutely fine.
We don't live there, so we don't know. Maybe they are more Muslims than us. They are more religious than us. We only see what is obvious in front of our eyes, but we don't know the intentions of people. And because we don't know the intentions of people, we cannot judge them, and we cannot say whether what they're doing is right or wrong.
But what you do seem quite assertive about and quite sure of is who you are. Like you guys, you people know your own heritage. You know your identity. And you're happy with that identity. You don't need that to change. You don't need it to be watered down, to be a vanilla version of anyone else.
And we love who we are. This is a very important thing, that we shouldn't feel inferior.
I love who you are, Sheikh. I love the Omanis. Look at me.
Jazakallah khair. We shouldn't feel inferior as Muslim. I'm not talking about Omani. I'm talking as Muslims. We shouldn't be feeling inferior. It doesn't make a difference whether you're wearing a dishtasha or a jeans. We should have the Islamic identity that comes number one before being Omani. So once that is out of the way, and then we can be, after being good Muslims, we can be Omanis. There's no problem with that. And then we can be citizens of the GCC. So we have to set our priorities right. So our loyalty is to our religion first, because it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then we are Omanis. And you would find, especially in the UK, there are a lot of Omanis living in the UK. There are a lot of Omanis studying in the UK, and you might not see them wearing the dishtasha. But once you have a conversation with them, from their character, and I don't mean to brag about Omanis, but I'm just stating some of the facts, that when you talk to them, you would feel the taste that, okay, this sounds like an Omani.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think you had an experience with some of the Omani brothers that you met in Al-Madinah Al-Munawwara.
Yes. I mean, of course, I mean, the first time I met the Omanis when I was in Medina, 2011, so about 8 years ago, almost 9 years ago, and I'm in contact ever since. And to be honest with you, the hospitality that I've seen from them is like second to none. It's like, I'm not even allowed to go book my own hotel, Sheikh, No, you're staying with us. Okay, look, the 3 days is sunnah, I don't want to be a burden on. No, you're staying with us. Every morning, the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner. I feel like
we have a project of feeding you.
I put on weight
to make you as fat as.
I've got a little kirsch, as they say. I've got a little stomach, but I feel like a baby, being pampered so much, and I just see it's genuine. It's not done with any hidden agenda, or anyone wants something in return. It's just genuine kindness and goodness.
Now let me ask you a question.
MashaAllah.
If we were in the time of the Prophet ﷺ in Al-Madinah, wouldn't the Prophet ﷺ do the same thing?
Yes.
For any stranger that comes to Al-Madinah? So basically, we are not unique as Omanis. We are just doing what we have been taught by the Prophet ﷺ. And this should be the character of every Muslim. It should be a unified culture.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with being an Omani. So I don't want your viewers to think that, okay, this is something unique for Oman. No. Our role model is the Prophet ﷺ.
But I can say to the viewers, this is unique. Because
well, it's your channel, it's up to you.
As my experience, me as a guest here, from all the people generally, and a lot of the Muslim people and cultures, and amongst the Arabs, without a doubt, they're the best of the Arabs, I'm going to get in trouble by the Yemenis now. And the Moroccans, who are very generous people too.
It's up to you. It's a free country. You can say whatever you want.
It's my channel.
But you bear the consequences of what you're saying. Everybody is a witness here. I didn't say this. He said it.
Omanis are very close to my heart,
Alhamdulillah,
mashallah, because of that. The last few words, Sheikh, what would you like to say maybe to the audience that are watching this in the UK, whether they be Muslims, whether they be non-Muslims, what would you like to say about Oman, about yourself, and about the vision for the future?
Okay, before I say anything about Oman, I would like to say to all my Muslims, the brothers and sisters, is that it should be an obligation on every one of us to put an effort to bring this ummah together, no matter how small the effort is, even if it's just smiling to a brother who you disagree with, because on the day of judgment we are going to be accounted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asked, what did we do to bring this ummah together? And if we don't have a response to that question, we're gonna regret not putting effort in bringing this ummah together. I think there is a lot of damage that has been done in the past to this ummah, and it's about time we have faith in this coming generation to make things right.
But yeah, the answer you gave about unification and unity, that's what I was expecting from an Omani, to be honest with you, because that's what I see here.
And again, Adil, this is not an Omani theory, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. And this is a command.
And hold tight to the rope of Allah and do not separate and differ.
This is a command. So it is not a unique Omani statement, it is a statement from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in regards to Oman, which is very important, to all our brothers and sisters out there, do not judge us. Book a ticket, come to Oman, spend some time with the Omanis, so that you can see with your own eyes what your Omani brothers and sisters, how do they live? How do they practice their religion? You know, I told you the story of one of our sheikhs from the UK, who I don't want to mention his name.
Okay.
He was invited to give a talk in Oman, and some of his friends told him that don't go to this country, don't go to Oman. And he came despite this advice from his friend. And the day before he left, he told me, he said, Hatim, I don't regret coming to Oman. I had to see it by myself. What I was told about Oman is true or it's false. So give us a chance, come and visit us, and let us tell you about ourselves.
Alhamdulillah. Well, it's a very wise decision that he made. You had Mufti Menk over as well.
Yes.
I forgot to mention to the audience as well that you also present shows on Qanat al-Istiqama, which is a channel known as Al-Istiqama, which means steadfastness.
Yes.
You've been presenting on that channel for
Alhamdulillah.
a while now.
Alhamdulillah.
Was Mufti Menk also on that show?
He was a guest in one of the shows.
One of the shows. How did he find it here?
Alhamdulillah, he really liked it. He visited Oman twice within 6 months.
Is that right?
And mashallah, with his very busy schedule, we managed to grab him and book him for Oman twice.
Mashallah.
Alhamdulillah, and inshallah it's not going to be the last visit to Oman. And we also invite all our mashayikh in the Islamic world to come to Oman and stay in Oman and benefit. We all want to benefit from you, so you're most welcome, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Sheikh,
Jazakallah khair.
for having time for us to speak to us, to give us just even a very short time to learn something about this amazing country, the amazing people and culture. Jazakallah khair. You've heard it, guys, yourself. He doesn't want me to call him Sheikh. Brother Hatim Al Abdissalam. It's been a pleasure. Again, I hope that you can come and visit us in the UK, and maybe we can arrange something. You can come and visit us in the UK.
Inshallah.
Have like a cultural exchange, program.
Inshallah, inshallah.
And I'd love to come here again anytime.
You're most welcome, Habibi.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes. Jazakallah khair. Again, please remember us in your du'as.
Inshallah.
Guys, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Close Shave TV. More interviews like this will be coming up. And again, I'm not getting paid for this, yeah? But if you want to come to Oman, I don't work for the Ministry of Tourism, anything like that. Seriously, book a ticket, guys. It's a country to come and see, even with your families, your wives, your kids, whatever. It's an amazing place. Yeah, it really is. So stay tuned. Take care. God bless and Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.